Hello, everybody, and thank you for stopping by. Um, I want to share a recipe with you today. It came out of necessity, so to speak. I'm always looking for something that can replace something else that's very expensive and a food that I really like. Now, this one comes because I love eggplant parmesan, and so does my family, but eggplant is extremely expensive at the store. But zucchini isn't, and it's also something that you can grow in your garden. And so I decided I will try this and see how it turned out. And I will tell you, my family loved it. They ate the whole skillet. And I use zucchini instead of eggplant. And I'm going to share with you how I did this. Okay, I start off with a cast iron skillet, and it has very small amount of lard. You can use oil, crystal, whatever it is that you use. And I'm just going to cut up the zucchini and put it into the skillet because I want to pre-cook this a little bit. I'm not going to cook it till it's completely soft, but pretty soft. Because when you put the other ingredients, you're just going to pop it in the oven and kind of heat it. Now I've got my zucchini all cut up, and I've got it in my skillet. And I'm not going to do much to it. I don't add really anything else to it other than a little bit of onion, and that's it. That's the only other thing I add to it. An eggplant parmesan is pretty much the same way. You peel your eggplant, you put flour, batter it, and then fry it. It's a lot of work, but it's worth the work because I really love the taste. But like I said, eggplant's expensive, and this here I'm putting salt. And I will show you in the future how you can do zucchini, fried zucchini, battered in cornmeal, where you don't have to dip it or anything in egg or milk or nothing. And the cornmeal will actually stick and give you a nice crispy crust. Now I'm going to put the lid on top of this. Salt is, like I said, the only thing I added to it besides the onion. I put a little bit of salt in it. And then every so often you just kind of want to move it around, stir it, get it going, so that it cooks more evenly. And that's all I'm going to do is just, stir it around. Now I'm going to add some other ingredients to it. And you're going to see, and this is super simple. It really is. You're just cooking your zucchini till it's a little bit tender in the back. You can see I have a little bit of hamburger meat sticking on the skillet. And I'm going to brown that hamburger meat. And here what I'm going to do, because my zucchini is pretty tender, I don't know, it took me about 20 minutes to get it that way. I'm just going to sprinkle some hamburger meat over the top of it. Not much. This wasn't even a pound. It wasn't even a half a pound of hamburger meat. And it's just a little bit that I had left over that I really couldn't do much of anything else with it. I maybe could add something else to extend it. I know it looks like it's a lot here, but it's really not. But anyhow, I'm just going to sprinkle this over the top. Now you can add some more salt and a little black pepper if you want. I don't add any garlic or anything like that because I think spaghetti sauce within itself is pretty spicy. I mean, it's got a nice flavor, already to it, so I don't really think you have to add anything else. Now, I'm adding some canned mushrooms to it. They're drained, and I'm just putting some canned mushrooms on top of that, and that's it. And then I'm going to, I'm going to add some spaghetti sauce to this. And, I keep mushrooms stored because I use mushrooms quite a bit, and so I, buy canned. And then I've got some spaghetti sauce. I'm just pouring over the top of this. Not going to stir it in, not going to do anything to it. I'm just going to pour it over the top, and that is it. This is easy, but it is absolutely delicious. And we're going to have to learn to change up foods. Now, this is some cheese. If you're a regular of mine, I've done videos that you can freeze cheese. Munster, mozzarella. I buy it when it's on sale, and I just freeze it, and that's it. And then I showed you in the beginning when I took it out of the oven how it looks, how nice it is, and that's it. And we're just gonna pop this in the oven until it's nice and melted and hot and bubbly. Well, here it is, all nice and hot and bubbly. Now, it may take a different time. Everybody's oven is different, so, I really go by when the cheese is nice and bubbly, and I cooked it at 350. You can cook it at 400, 450, because all you're really doing is just heating these ingredients together and melting the cheese. That's it. But it is definitely just as good as using eggplant. My family loved it. They said it was just as good. So it didn't matter to them whether I made it with eggplant or zucchini. They dug in and they really liked it. So that makes me happy because now I have an inexpensive replacement for eggplant. Well, God bless.